Hi everyone, Dead Battery here, and thank you for joining me on my channel. So today's video is going to be on an iPhone screen replacement. So one of my friends broke the screen on his phone, and when he went to get it replaced, they were going to charge him $500, and from my understanding, the screen wasn't the best quality. Since it was a lot of money, he decided to ask me if this was something that I could look at and possibly replace. And after doing some research, I found out that guidelines for replacing a screen, as well as parts and all the tools, can be ordered on iFixit. I'll leave the link in the description below. But you can order what you want and then replace your phone screen. And the price difference is pretty big. The phone screen itself was roughly around 200, and with all the parts like the screwdriver, the bit heads, and pry tools, as well as the heating pack, which you'll see in the video, it came out to roughly $250. I gave him the option. I said the new screen was OLED and all the bits that come with it will help me change out the screen, and he decided to go with me fixing it instead of somebody else, since there was about a $300 difference. Now, I'm not a person to take business away from a company. I get everybody needs to make a living, but the difference for him, he didn't see the point in spending $500 to get the phone screen changed out, and it wouldn't even have been an OLED screen, where he could spend $250, have a friend do it for him, and it would only cost him the price of the parts. So hopefully this is going to be an easy fix. Let's find out. The screen has a crack going from the bottom basically to the top. Here is the iFixit kit. It's for an iPhone 12 or an iPhone 12 Pro. These are the tools that they send you, as well as the phone screen and then the eye opener, which is supposed to help heat up the adhesive. The first step is removing the screws at the bottom. Because the phone had a lot of cracks on it, I decided to put some tape down and you don't get any glass shards everywhere. And now I have the eye opener on it, which I heated up in the microwave. The suction cup was not sticking with the tape, so I had to option for not having the tape on the screen. I still struggled a lot with this. I was not getting the screen to lift up at all. I tried the eye opener multiple times. The suction cup was just pulling off. So I tried again, tried to heat it up a little bit more, and then I tried the suction cup again, and same thing, it was just releasing really quickly. I went and got a heating pack you can use for muscles, and I tried heating up the whole entire screen since the adhesive does go around it all the way. The problem, I think, could be that the crack, since it went from the bottom to the top and it started at where it said to pull up the screen, that maybe I wasn't getting suction, so the suction cup was just coming off. I had no luck with this either. So my last resort was I got out my hot air rework station. I don't think I would have opted for this option if the screen wasn't already broke. Only because I wasn't sure how much damage this would actually do to a screen that was working. After a little more work with the hot air, I was able to get a pry tool into something that was lifting. At this point, I didn't know if I even had the whole screen. I did know you had to be careful because there were wires still attached, but I just needed to get this screen off. I was trying to be really gentle going around the sides, but with this crack, it just kept cracking, and it wasn't easy to get it off without it getting worse. I did realize that I did not have the whole screen off. I had just the very top of the screen, so I still had to dig at the adhesive to get underneath of it and get the screen off. If you guys have any suggestions or have done this before, let me know in the comments. This was really difficult. If the screen wasn't broken, I would have broken it trying to get it off. So now that it's up, all you have to do is to remove a couple screws, which are extremely small, so make sure you're keeping track of them, and a couple ribbons. The last step you need to do is you have to remove the camera from the front of the screen because you will use that for the new screen. Hal is coming in to inspect to make sure the phone is all nice and clean for the new screen. Now that the old screen's off, I can move the front-facing camera over to the new screen. After I get the camera in place, I can put the adhesive down that comes with the screen. Then it's just going back in reverse and attaching all of the ribbons and then securing everything with the last of the screws. Just remember to keep track of your screws. They are extremely small and you need to make sure you put the correct ones in the right areas because even a little bit of height difference could mean the difference of you putting a screw and puncturing something. I decided to test the screen first. So now that I have a display, I am going to charge it up and test it. I'm just going to go through a couple tests. I'm going to check the camera. I'm going to check that it's registering that I'm swiping and that I can click on stuff. So in the end, the phone worked fine, but I can tell you right now, I struggled with this. I got very, very frustrated and I did have to step away 1 or 2 times because I could not get that front screen off. And I don't know if it was because the adhesive is so strong that the eye opener wasn't heating up enough of the adhesive at the same time, or if the crack on the screen was preventing enough suction for me to be able to grip it enough. This may be something that I'm going to have to practice a lot more before I'm comfortable enough to work on. At the moment, I'm probably going to stick to game systems, but I wanted you all to see that you can change your phone screen. Now, granted, some of the cracked phone screens I've seen out of there are pretty shattered. So just understand, the more shattered it is, the more difficult it may be to get it off of your phone. And be careful about your fingers and don't get any of the glass shards stuck. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, please like and subscribe and share with your friends, and I'll see you again in 2 weeks. Bye!